We currently have an MOU between Rwanda Energy Group with KPLC, in which MOU Rwanda Energy Group will be benefiting from a relationship that is going to have Uganda look at our systems, our IT systems, our billing systems, our structures at KPLC, so that they don't have to reinvent the wheel, as it were. Being a young country and being a young utility, we are holding them by the hand, and we should be able to, they should be able to benefit from what we've done in the past, the experiences we have gone through. We have had a history of IPPs in Kenya since 1996. And as you know, we've had no challenges whatsoever. In fact, I think we are the most reputable utility in this part of the world with respect to IPPs. We have not had any defaults at all. And we've had PPAs that have been sustainable over the years. And as Uganda, or rather Rwanda, engages in some of those developments, they'll benefit a lot from our experiences. And we want to welcome them to join us in this partnership so that we can be able to grow together. Of course, Uganda is an old partner. You remember about March last year, when we had challenges with generation, they gave us an additional 30 megawatts above what they normally would have given us because of the shortages that we were facing with the hydro from their Bujagali development. And Uganda has been a wonderful partner over the years, and Mother Nature has been very fair to all of us, because every time we have a shortage in rain here, there are plenty of it in Uganda. And we have had such a wonderful relationship, and we want to enhance this by widening the scope of the relationship. Together, the three countries should be able to grow and widen this partnership to even touch other countries outside the three. And so that as we talk about East African Power Pool, we should be talking about regional power pool, where we should even talk about African Power Pool, where we should not be duplicating resources, in terms of transmission systems, in terms of hydro development. We are receiving a line from Ethiopia to Kenya. It should be able to traverse Kenya to go to any other part of the southern countries, down south, so that we can be able to benefit from the resources that are available locally and be able to optimize on our resources and avoid duplications that arise from everybody developing their own small systems. And I think this is the best way to move forward. We look forward to these particular developments so that we can be able to enjoy the economies of scale, as it were.
It is a step in the history, because for the first time that we sign an agreement with KETRACO, with Kenya Power, we've been having bilateral agreements with UETCL, which is represented, but it was an initiative by heads of state in the previous summits that as much as this region would need economic revolution, boosting the industrial sector, even power is among the priorities that the countries can grow at a pace the head of state wish in all sectors. And the driver among the sectors is the energy sector. So we are here as the responsible managers of the utilities to comply with the directives of the heads of state, but to our own benefit, because we still have challenges in power generation, and of course on the side of Rwanda, our energy mix much is hydro, but we still have diesel, thermal that accounts for about 44%, and of course in our energy mix, when you consider the average tariff is still high. That's why we are aggressive, not only reinforcing our interconnection, investing into power generation with IPPs, PPs. We also want to have a long-term relationships with UETCL, with Kenya Power, in terms of skills development, in terms of how we can fix our own technical issues to make sure that as much as we are moving into power trade, we reinforce our regional grids to accommodate even higher power imports or exports within whichever country would be having a spinning reserve. So with that few remarks, I would like again to thank the chair, who invited us to sign these agreements, the power purchase agreement, which Rwanda we are very much happy about, because we've gone through the negotiations that were somehow tough. But at the end of the day, we need power that would be wheeled through Uganda and to Rwanda and to benefit Rwandans for economic development.
We are witnessing another milestone. As Dr. Ben has just mentioned, we've had a longer-term relations with the, of course, formerly the KPLC, but now Kenya Power. We had an agreement which extends as late as we constructed the first hydropower plant, the Onifos Dam, in the 1954s. So this partnership has been there. We have a loose line, a weak line, interconnection at 132 kV, but at that time it was the highest voltage in the region, which has served our peoples and exchanging power between Uganda and Kenya. Today what we are witnessing, what we are signing, it's a milestone, it's a step forward. Really for me, I'm excited on mainly that as we are moving towards integration of the East African community, I'm really happy that energy is one of the key areas which is accelerating the proper, in a proper meaningful meaning of the integration of our region. We are talking of East African community, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi, but also even there are other neighbors we are aspiring to join, not necessarily from the political angle, but because from the economics. We are talking of DRC. When we are talking of the region integration in power, in terms of power, DRC, the Eastern DRC, there is no way they can access their power from Inga. They have expressed the intention. In fact, when we are planning all the 5 East African Community members, DRC is in the pipeline. Even of recently, the South Sudan also they have expressed to join. So what we are witnessing today, in fact, is a very, very big. I want the media to, as the doctor has said, that this is really one of the key areas which is going to emancipate our people, integrating our people of the East Africa. By the way, I want also to bring to your attention, it is the only region on the continent, East African, where we are disadvantaged. When you are talking of the West Africa, the SADC, the Southern Power Pool, the North Africa, they are well interconnected. It's only the Eastern, and it has really, when we experienced the drought in 2005, it awakened us. It was a awakening bell to us, and we remember at that time we agreed to work towards how we could accelerate the integration of our utilities, and the cornerstone, the key cornerstone, was to build the infrastructure, the transmission line. And that's why now I'm proud to say that as we are executing soon this agreement, the facilities to facilitate that, the interconnection to Kenya, the 220 kV line, we are reinforcing the existing line 132 kV with the 220 kV. Similarly, also the project is ongoing for interconnection to Rwanda with a stronger line of 220 kV. Again, the construction is ongoing. We have had also, similarly like with Kenya, we had the agreements with Rwanda. We are talking of power trade, not power from one country to the other, but even as we are talking, our objective in the region is power trade. Really, Dr. Benny mentioned that we rescued, but I can tell you it's a fact. Kenya Power also they have been handy in rescuing us when we were in problem. That's the purpose of integration. Power can flow in either direction depending on the situation. Today we okay. If we lose machine, definitely Kenya Power, immediately the power start reversing the direction. So really this is an exciting moment for us that we have agreed we are going beyond talking of exchanging power now. And Uganda, as he has mentioned, we have agreed we are going to ensure that this power purchase agreement Kenya Power they have signed with the Rwanda Energy Group, we are in the middle. We have our obligations to wheel this power, to deliver it to the border of Rwanda. And we are all doing what is required to meet those obligations. And definitely there will be other exciting moment when we start commissioning this new infrastructure, massive infrastructure, which will facilitate to deliver, to be able to transfer huge amount of power between the countries.